Thank Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Trickster Festival. I'm Isaac Thomas. I'm Managing Director, Native Earth Performing Arts. Keith couldn't be here with us because he's got a class going on. I would like to thank the original storytellers of this land, including the Wendat, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Anishinaabe, including the Chippewa and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. I'd also like to thank our funders, the Canada Council for the Arts, the Ontario Arts Council, the Toronto Arts Council, and particularly Heritage, who have been stalwart supporters of the festival through these many, many years. And City of Toronto, breaking news. Anyway, foundations. Metcalf Foundation, Chalkers, Green Sanderson Family Foundation, the Pat and Tony Adams Freedom Foundation, Hal Jackman Foundation, Toronto Arts Foundation, and the Kingfisher Foundation. We couldn't do any of this work without BC, Brian, our venue coordinator, Abby, marketing, Alex, box office and front of house, Kristen, administrative assistant, who puts up with my tantrums, and Lindsay, who is managing the Animiki program. Thank you. Festival staff, Martin and Sue Ballant, who's been working with the festival for many, many years. Really, big thanks. Tonight is the first of two Animiki nights. Animiki is our new creators program. It's a 2-year program, and as we are speaking, Abby is going to be dropping cleverly in the chat the link to next year's intake. So the new cycle is starting up, and this is the end of this last cycle. It is led by Dr. Lindsay Lachance and was originally created, this year's program was originally in partnership with the National Arts Centre Indigenous Theatre. Thank you, Kevin and Laurie. Tonight, we are going to see 3 of the 5 presentations. We are seeing Nimki Kushiweki sharing a performance made in remote collaboration with Bella Waru, dramaturged by Penny Cucci. Breffni Caribou is going to be sharing her latest audio iteration of a two-piece, of a piece, Savage is a Word in the English Dictionary, dramaturged by Monique Mojica. And finally, an excerpt of Indian City Love by Kelsey Kanatan Wavy, as dramaturged by Audrey Dwyer. Quick reminder that the final 2 pieces are dominantly audio. I think I have covered everything. Hi, Keith. I hope you're enjoying yourself. That's it. Enjoy.
Within the Layers looks at all the parts of who we are, the land we come from, and the ancestors we are a part of. It looks at all those places in between, what we know of ourselves and what we don't know. It is a journey of connection, seeking out those special people to help illuminate beautiful parts of ourselves so that we can grow together. How can we be bold individuals who don't hide away from all the parts of ourselves? In this piece, Within the Layers, I want to explore the realms that exist inside us and the realms that exist outside us. In the earth realm, the spirit realm, and our ancestral connection, that's deep sacred place that belongs in our spirit. This piece, Metal Particles, comes from a writing I did. As I was doing this writing, an image came to me of these tiny little metal particles floating up into the atmosphere, rising and rising. And as they were rising, there is this heavy resistance of a heavy wall pressing down, and these tiny little metal particles rising up to the surface. these two energies coming together and merging together. It also comes from a dream I had. They were connected to my anxiety I feel sometimes. And in the dream, breath rises inside of my chest like helium. And sometimes I rise and rise and rise till I hit the ceiling or I hit the wall. And I can't bring my feet back down to the earth. I try and I reach for the doorknob to get out, but my feet won't make it back down, anchored. I think about the creation story and how the first being, he, she, made the decision to descend and come down to earth. And how we as human beings look at our decisions and how they impact others in the world. The metals in our body are responsible for vital organs and respiration, and they are important parts of ourselves. And I think about the sky-earth connection, how these two energies can sometimes communicate and talk to each other, and the desire to return to the stars at times, because those are our ancestors and those are ancient parts of ourself. I'm gonna read Metal Particles. Write, explore your craft, listen, create. We are born into creation. Live in harmony. Differences. Change impacts each other. Change in relationship. Time. Relationship. Metal particles float upwards. Heavy resistance. Magic. Life. Power. Power in time. Fly by. Mistakes. Critical to finding yourself in this moment. Moments add up. Finding versatility in my life. Why? Why speak up? Descend. Descend. Lift off. Into space. So many planets. This piece, Flirty Fun Free, is about exploring my own sexuality and sensuality. I'm deeply inspired by individuals who I've seen who have been bold and courageous and fully honor all of the beautiful parts of themselves, no matter what shape or size or sexuality they have. I've been deeply inspired when I've went and I've seen burlesque, or I've seen voguing at Vogue sessions or Vogue balls, and everyone's cheering each other on, and there's such a beautiful spirit around celebrating our bodies and our sexuality. I also want to explore how I can step into my own fierceness and how I can generate enough heat in my body that something can come up and out of me. It's also about honoring that we can be something larger than life, something that maybe we're not so comfortable to share, but that we can put on a mask, but not a mask in a bad way, a mask that still honors all the parts of who we are, and that it can be almost a transformative experience. I'm going to share this poem, Flirty Fun Free. I'm proud. I'm loving myself. I'm flirty fun free. I let things slide off of me. I'm genuinely serious. This is not serious. This is not what you're seeing on the outside. It's me. Fun-loving me. I have a lot in this bag of fun. I'm proud to be generous. Generous with who I am. Who I open with. Let in to see me. Let slide off in this journey some playtime, some oomph, some nice and sweet. I'm loved. I'm loving myself. I celebrate all that I am. Gratitude, power. Sun baby, love you to the moon and back. Celestial guiding. What I'm grateful for. I listen to time. Growth. I'm loving me. Me. Stand strong. Strong woman. Free. Yes. Shake it off. Sassy. Free. This last piece is called Slow Dancing Flame. It speaks about the light we carry inside of ourselves, and how even in the darkest times, that light still glows within us. It seeks to witness the sacredness of our being, and that our presence here on earth means something. This piece looks at the connections we hope to have with loved ones that left us too soon, and the deep sibling bonds that exist in spite of physical separation. Sometimes our life gets off track or disrupted, but there are deeper layers of our spirit that can communicate with what brings us closer to our essence. In this work, I dance with grief, regret, and what I wished for that never had the chance to manifest. Ultimately, this dance reaches for strength, beauty, and courage to step into who I am. This piece is dedicated to my brother, Courage Walkie Chisel, who passed away this last May. A fire burns in your heart. A slow dancing flame, stuck in a dangerous storm. Roots grow into the earth, branches reach for the stars. Surrounded by all the love of your ancestors. Reflect on your earth life. The picture is now in focus.
Episode 1. Something, something, Canada. Apparently, when you're about to get struck by lightning, the hairs on your arms will stand up straight, and you'll hear the sound of bacon sizzling. Then, you're supposed to curl up and squat down and make yourself as small as possible. I read that once in a cottage lifestyle magazine when I was 12. A song for Canadian history. Something, something, Canada. Something, something, Parliament. Something, something, Hudson's Bay. Something, something, new fur hat. Something, something, Plains of Abraham. Something, something, town of York. Something, something, lots of land. Something, something, right this way. Something, something, clear the plains. Something, something, buffalo. Something, something, where'd they go? Something, something, choo-choo trains. Something, Northwest Mounted Police. Something, something, Louis Riel. Something, something, Pacific Coast. Something, something, there you go. Nothing, nothing, brr, it's cold. Nothing, nothing, hockey stick. Nothing, nothing, yes, we're sure. Nothing, nothing, World War I. How do I explain phobia? It's like, hi, hello, extreme danger is afoot, and apparently I'm the only one who gets it. Death, literal death is raining from the sky, and it's just a matter of time before it comes for us all. But more specifically, me. It's dark. It's loud. It's hot. Really hot. I can hear my mother's voice. It's easier to breathe if you keep your head down. The day I got my child's name would be the last time I ever felt so small. I don't ever remember anyone picking me up. Me and my big, round face, pressed against the cold, wet earth. My hands moving in the darkness. My little fingers peel back sacred layers of hide and blue tarp. I stick my nose into the fresh air. Breathe. I'm definitely not supposed to be doing this. I remember it all so clearly. It's raining. I remember turning the page of my grade 10 history textbook. Did you ever smell your school books? I did. It was about all I ever got out of them. But that day I looked down at the book, and in the bottom left-hand corner of that thick, glossy page, a small black and white photo. There they are. Their big, round faces, just like mine, staring up at me. And beside them, what I'll call a blurb. I swear to you, even the font was smaller. And that barely quarter section of the page was devoid of any pops of color, any underlined lettering that would let you know that there was something important happening down there at the bottom of the page. They even made a point of separating the rest of the text with a border, so that you knew whatever was going on above with the rest of the 3/4 of the page was unrelated to, totally different than, had nothing to do with those kids. Younger than me. Much younger. I don't know what we were supposed to be learning that day, but we never talked about it. Them. I don't think I ever heard the words residential school spoken aloud in that class. But at home, I remember in the 11th grade, they offered a course in my high school called Genocide. Yeah, really. And I asked the teacher why they wouldn't be covering, well, you know, what happened to us. What's happening. And I was told that technically it didn't count as genocide, because for it to be considered genocide, a group of people would have to be persecuted and killed for religious or ethnic reasons specifically. Yeah, really. Now what does that mean? And now it's time for Super Great Moments in Canadian History. Hi, hello, bonjour, and welcome back to Super Great Moments in Canadian History. Now, recently, there's been a lot of talk about maybe some of the less super great moments in Canadian history. And I know I, like many Canadians, upon hearing about it for the very first time was like, what? No. And so, I just want to start by saying to all of our First Native Aboriginal peoples, I'm sorry. But also, in some of the coverage, some folks have been throwing around some big accusations, like the G word, you know, genocide. Ooh. And I, like many Canadians, am like, really? I don't think that's, you know, And so I thought today we here at Super Great Moments in Canadian History would go through the story of how our super great nation came to be and see if we can figure out, like, you know, what happened. Welcome back to... Oh. Oops. Sorry. So welcome back to... Oh. Is it always this long? Oh, okay. Sorry. So when we... Okay. Can we make this stop? Please? Stop. Oh, I do it. How do I do it? What button? Oh, just the pause? Well, where's the pause? Oh, it's right here. So, when the first settlers, well, like, maybe they weren't the first, but, you know, one of the first settler groups rolled up on these shores in their ships, they were all like, hello? I guess no one's here, you guys. So, like, let's chill. You know, at first. And then at some point, the First Peoples or whatever showed up and were like, hi. And the ship people were like, what? People? No way. And it was kind of like awkward because they were like, we kind of already told our other ship buddies to like come through. So, they're like totally already on their way. And it's a long way to come. So, but like, they're really cool and I'm sure you'll love them. And so the thing is, like, it's hard because you can't really retroactively judge them that harshly because, they're just from a different generation. And it wasn't just them. Everybody thought it was the commonly held belief. Actually, more like science. And sure, now we know their science was trash, but like some of it wasn't. So how were they supposed to know what was... Okay, that's not the point. I just mean, let it be known that we here at Super Great Moments in Canadian History believe that nobody is perfect. Okay? So, at some point, the other bosses of the ship people were like, it's fine. They're savages, They're not even like people. So they don't need all this land and they're not even using it. And like, we really want it. So, and I know that did not go over well. So what I mean to say is that, first of all, we didn't know. They didn't know. There were already people here. So how could they persecute? Like, that was not the original plan. The plan was land. And there was a shit ton of it, No, sorry. And I get that they weren't down for your lifestyle choices because Christianity, which like, ew, am I right? I'm totally agnostic. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but if there's an afterlife, like, I'm so down. My point is that we didn't set out to hate you, kill you, rape you, steal your babies, kill those babies, starve you, confine you, poison you, forcibly enfranchise you, experiment on you, arrest you, abuse you, mock you, fetishize you, appropriate you, drive you out to the edge of town in the middle of winter, throw trailer hitches at you, not look for you, pity you, not give you medical attention, gaslight you, complain about you, use you, tokenize you, sterilize you, suspect you, disrespect and disbelieve you. You were just in the way. And that's all the time we have on this week's episode of Super Great Moments in Canadian History. Next week, we'll be discussing Truth and Reconciliation Day. We did it!
Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Audrey Dwyer, and I'm on Treaty 1 territory, the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, the Cree, the Oji-Cree, Dene, and Dakota peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We're going to be doing a reading of Kelsey Cannaton's Wavies, City Indian Love for You. We've had a wonderful time workshopping Kelsey's brilliant words, and I feel happy to introduce the extraordinary and highly imaginative playwright Kelsey. Now, would you like to tell us about what inspired your play and any other things you'd like to share?
I have a few things. First of all, hi everyone. My name is Kelsey Kanatanwavy. You might remember me from last year. The play that I was working on in last year's readings that we shared, or it wasn't even a reading, it was a conversation that we shared of mine, has developed and changed. And I originally just through journal entries about, things that I just wanted to complain about, essentially, and things that I wanted to express joy around in my life as an Indigenous youth growing up in Winnipeg. So that's where this story takes place. It's inspired by real life experiences of myself and close friends and family members. And there's a lot of things that I really wanted to dive into. And I had a hard time narrowing it down. And I realized that maybe I don't have to. So I talk about in this play gender identity and the stigma of drug use, especially within Indigenous communities, and impacts of hydro in Manitoba. There's characters from different age groups in the play, which I thought was really important, honoring each of those people, those ages in my life, youths and older folks and elders. I think that's all I want to say about that.
Are there some other things that we need to know about, what we'll be hearing? Or do you want to talk a little bit about the characters?
Yes. So today we'll be reading a small excerpt from what I've been working on. I can give a little blurb about each character. So it takes place in the Peg. The time is the other day. Characters are the basement members, which is Kenny, who is a non-binary white native, 24. Stella, who is a cis femme native, racialized, 25. Richard, who is mask, 25, native, racialized, native. Ellis is a non-binary mask, 26, racialized person, Indigenous. And then we have Kenny's family, who Peggy is Kenny's mom, and she's in her 50s. She's white, a fourth generation settler, very proud of her Canadian identity because she used to be an American she grew up in America. Arthur, who's in his 50s, he's a Cree man, father of Kenny, and he's the youngest of all of his siblings. We have Billy, Kenny's younger brother. In the play, you'll see that due to he's in a lot of pain in some of the scenes that we read today, and this is due to a blood disorder that he has. The unluckiest person in the world, according to Kenny's mom, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. We have Auntie Lee, who's in her 50s. She's a matriarch, the second eldest of all of the siblings. We have Granny. She's in her late 80s-ish. Cree Granny, played by the same actor who plays Kenny. And we have Fish. It's the fish in Split Lake. They'll be played by the same actor who plays Billy, and that'll be the same person who plays all the other fish. And the fish, BB fish, is 10 years ago, the fish in the lake. Teen fish, which we don't see anything from in this reading, is 20 years. And then we have CY, who we hear about, who's unseen character, who's a supplier. And we also have, we're realizing that this is turning into like quite an ensemble piece as well. So today we'll also hear from club goers, and I think that's it. Yeah. There's like in this excerpt, there is some Cree language, and I've been playing with the idea. Well, I've been curious about what it means to have Indigenous language on stage and who it's for. Like, what does it mean? What Indigenous language is being spoken if like it's all murmured, because that's what Kenny is experiencing, and some of the other characters. Or like, do we want everything to be translated into Cree so that we can hear the Cree and have that on stage? And also, but also like the Cree audience would be hearing things sometimes double time, which might be like, yeah, I just have lots of questions and curiosities about that. So today we are going to hear all of the Cree language in this kind of murmury voice to distort it so that we're all in the position that Kenny's in, where they can't understand what is being said. Yeah. I've also been doing a lot of, I like to write, I aim to write dialogue that's dramatic, obviously, but also is very like honest in how people speak and how people that I've been around speak. I like hearing that come out of actors' mouths. And so we're playing a lot in the script with like overlaps, and also something that I need to do much more research into, but with basically res slang. And it's inspired from the Black linguists and people from the Black community who have coined the term American or Black American vernacular English. And so I've taken that concept from the Black community and have been applying it in a way to Indigenous communities with urban Indigenous vernacular English. I don't know if that's a thing. If it is, hit me up. I got to research it more. But I'm playing with like these sounds that people sometimes make and like phrases. Because much like how people in the Black community, sometimes you can hear that they're Black. I find the same situation happens in Native communities, where you can hear if someone's Native and what does it mean when characters are code switching, all of that fun stuff I want to explore in this piece. Yeah.
Thanks, Kelsey. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing all of that. And a great big special thank you to all the dedicated and hardworking staff at Native Earth. And now I would like to bring out the fabulous actors who have been so integral to the development of the play. They're going to share their name and the roles that they're playing.
Bonjour, Ashley Cook, Indigenous Cause. Hello, my name is Ashley Cook. I'll be playing Peggy, who is Kenny's mom. I'll be playing Auntie Lee, who is Kenny's auntie and sister to Arthur. And I'll be playing Stella, who's in her 20s and is Kenny's old friend from high school and club goer number 2.
Hello, my name is Sheldon Stockdale. I will be playing Billy, BB Fish, Richard, and Bed.
Hello, my name is Jesse Wabagijik, and I'll be playing Ellis, non-binary mask 26, who is a friend of Kenny, Arthur, 50s Crees man, father of Kenny, and club goer number 1.
Tansei, my name is Kat McLean, and I will be playing Kenny in this reading.
And I will be reading the stage directions. City Indian Love by Kelsey Canaton Wavy. Episode 1, Home, Mid-Fall. Prologue, The Void. Lights up. Kenny is completely alone, floating. Galaxies swirl. Their body is loose and numb. Their mind is curious and weightless.
I'd like this place a whole lot better if the gravity wasn't so crushing. If we could float. Kick our feet up in the sky, light and buoyant, weightless. I would invite you all to lift with me. But everything truly bears down on us. It's in our bodies, in our blood, the weight, the unstoppable, essential force gripping down, pinning me to a place I don't belong.
A flashlight rolls on stage. Kenny grabs it like a cat without looking.
Stop. Wait. I know this place.
Kenny turns on the flashlight and holds it up to their face, as if to tell a ghost story to the audience.
The res. My old closet. I haven't been here since I was 4. Not since I was a wee baby.
Kenny searches around the room and into the audience.
A little roomier than I remember. Where's my...
Kenny squirms around as if she were in a small closet, feeling the sides of the walls, looking for a marking on the wall.
Here.
Kenny traces the etching with their nails.
K-I-T.
Billy, Kenny's younger brother, enters the closet. He is a toddler. He carries a stuffy. Suddenly, Kenny is 4.
Billy, come in here.
Okay.
What are you doing? Want to see something cool?
Okay.
Billy curls into a ball beside Kenny, and Kenny starts to play with the flashlight for Billy's amusement. Suddenly, there's a ruckus from outside the closet door.
Shh! I hear them.
Kenny looks through a slit in the closet door into their parents' room, Peggy and Arthur. Kenny covers Billy's ears and curls into a ball, listening intently.
Where the fuck? That's my fucking... Look at me. Look at me.
I don't know what you... Fuck you want me to do.
Why didn't you page me?
Blood on Arthur's forehead and hands. Something isn't right. Kenny peeks her head out of the closet.
Dad?
Kenny?
Is Dad okay?
Billy, Kenny, get out of there.
Peggy is about to open the closet when the stars sink into Kenny's spirit. Peggy slips away. Arthur slips away. The closet is gone. Kenny is alone, not floating, but falling?
Mom? Dad!
Kenny sinks. Kenny frantically flashes around the flashlight.
Billy!
Kenny sinks. It is dark, cold, and is it a lake? The stars become schools of fish. Kenny's flashlight suddenly lands on BB fish at the bottom of the lake.
Billy?
His scales shimmer and pick up the lights.
Kenny!
I need to get out of here.
His fin looks weak. There is something weighing it. A welt? A mound? A tumor? Kenny sinks closer to fish.
Head to the surface.
What?
Swim!
Kenny swims.
I can see the surface.
BB fish has fallen behind.
Billy!
I'm coming!
Kenny's flashlight starts to flicker. Suddenly, we are aware of club music somewhere.
Don't let that turn out!
Billy!
I'm coming!
The time of light between flickers slows. Flash. Kenny frantically shakes the flashlight. Flash.
No, come on, no!
The lake slips away abruptly, like that moment when you're half dreaming and you slip on ice. Kenny is once again smacked down to earth. Hard switch into number 1.
Billy?
Kenny knocks their head on the side of the toilet bowl. Bar bathroom, a private stall, muffled club music and crowd sounds from the other room. Bass thumps. Kenny holds onto the toilet bowl for dear life. Clubber 1 knocks on the door.
Come on!
Kenny sees the puke.
Oh, sick. Oh, no, fuck me.
Club Trio tries to get in, and they laugh. They knock on the doors of the private stalls and try handles. They knock on Kenny's door. Kenny ignores it. Kenny gets up and washes their hands. They stare into the mirror, chugs the last of their drink, winces at the taste, checks her breath, chews a bubble mint gum. In the mirror.
You know, one of those assholes? You know, assholes that no matter how many times they fuck up or lie to you or steal your dog, you just keep letting them back in your life?
Kenny is no longer talking in the mirror, but to us.
You know one? Don't leave me hanging here, do you or not? Quiet bunch. Then congratulations. Now you can officially say you have. It's me. I'm assholes. I'm assholes.
Richard bangs on the bathroom stall and surprises Kenny.
Hurry up! Fuck! I gotta piss!
Kenny puts on some chapstick and opens the door.
It's all yours.
And is surprised to see Richard.
Yo, Kenny!
He consumes her in a hug.
Hey!
Where you been? I've been looking all over for you. You need?
I could use a little something.
Yeah, you could.
The smell of Kenny's puke lingers in the stall.
What did you do in here, Kenny?
Nothing!
Stinks. Sheesh.
Richard and Kenny start heading out the stall.
Yo, those earrings are fire. At least you got that
Thanks.
going for you. Nah. Just kidding, but for real, fuck that stall. This one's free.
Kenny enters first. Richard looks both ways before entering, locks the door behind them.
Kenny, you know I love you.
Yeah.
So, you're the first to know. I got a spot.
Yo!
Richard whips out his keys.
And I'm thinking of starting my empire.
Okay.
Richard shovels powder into his nostril with his keys.
You want in?
Yeah.
Kenny opens her hand for the baggie.
Holy, Kenny, I meant for my biz.
Duh, I know.
You're lucky you're pretty.
Fuck you.
Or, I mean, maybe Empire's a bit of a long shot, but I know. I've been saying that BC is the place for me, and Montreal looks fucking sick. But you know what? I've been working out here. I see the money. I see the business aspect to it all. All these clubs. It's fucking time for me to get in a serious way. I'm not fucking with you, Kenny. There's actually an opportunity to make bank, make a name for ourselves. You know you're the coolest girl I know. I'm not just talking about this with anyone. I know that. You know that.
Holy, spit it out.
Richard wipes his nose hastily and serves a key to Kenny. He holds the key to her nose.
Listen, fuck. You remember Red Lion?
Best after hours spot, hands down.
It only got shut down maybe like 6 months after you fucked off to go live with that guy.
I went to BC for
They
school.
did not had one party all summer. All summer.
Will they get busted or what?
Rich serves Kenny another key.
Nah, check this shit out. They organized and invested. Bought a legit club. The guys who own that place put their money into this spot.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, dope.
I mean, they already owned a couple small legit joints, but hey, Lion was their jumping off point. So I'm thinking we need a new after hours club. Downtown. Fuck going all the way out to the south end. Fucking Pembina. All those places are greasy and you're driving and people drink and blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. We need it central. Know what I'm saying?
You trying to make Red Lion number 2?
Yeah. Think about it. I got a good hookup with CY.
Hold up. You didn't mention you've been working with CY again.
Working with. I didn't mention it yet because I got all our shit with him paid off. I'm good.
Kenny looks suspicious, and Richard offers her a sip of his beer.
What? I am.
Kenny sips the beer.
I'm thinking charge a little cover, keep it low key, get a sound system in there, some lights, make a bar, some shit, fucking sell some Pabst. Fucking fill that place up with bodies and sell Pabst and whatever.
Richard hands the baggie to Kenny.
Sep, real exclusive. More traffic, less heat, know what I'm saying?
Where is it?
You in?
Where's the spot, Richard?
Fucking just put my damage deposit into it and everything.
Richard!
It's a basement, right downtown too.
Oh, a basement, you say?
I would take you tonight, but there are some serious babes here.
I can't tonight.
But what do you think?
What do you want?
I need a crew.
What about CY and his boys?
Oh, no, they're so ghetto. I need a group of people I know. We all go in on the costs and get our own crew. People we could trust.
Clubbers make a ruckus outside.
What does your landlord think?
It's chill as fuck. It's like an old art studio spot. I think the previous owners did like their band practices there.
Alright. I'm down to come check out sometime, but I'm not running for you again. So that's off the table.
Nah, I wouldn't ask a lady to do that.
Okay, morals. Okay, ethical
guy.
dealer.
Doesn't even look like nothing from the outside, by the way. The whole thing needs some help. Big time. Then we bring the Pabst in. We make a bar. Maybe, making it look nice, and I don't know, might have to bring in another couch or but whatever. But you in?
I just moved back in with my parents, dude.
Come on, Kenny. Don't be lame. You're so boring since you moved back.
I'm wiser.
Holy.
Banging on the door.
Hurry up!
Oh my god! Holy fuck, can I please get out of there already? Jesus
Come on
friggin' Christ,
already.
it gets
Shut, shut,
lava!
Just come and check it out. If you do come in to support, I know you've been strapped for cash. Moves are never easy. The money coming in is nice.
So you don't owe CY money then?
No, fuck, I told you. He's all paid off and I'm only going to be buying full from now on. You won't be spotting me anymore.
Maybe.
I can accept that. How's your brother?
I need a drink.
Bitches love Pabst.
Richard hastily pockets the powder. Sudden switch to the club. Bass thumps. Kenny floats. Rich dances. Kenny stands at the bar. Kenny dances. Club goers dance. Richard buys another drink. Kenny sweats. Club goers flirt with Rich. Kenny escapes to smoke. Outside the bar, Stella, an old high school friend of Kenny's, approaches. She sports red faux fur and winged eyeliner.
Kenny?
Stella?
Oh my god, hey!
They share a sweet, long, drunken hug.
I didn't know you were in the city.
Hi, yes, I'm back.
Since when?
Friday.
Wow, you look great, girl. What? How long are you back?
I'm back.
No.
It's so expensive and work has been really slow. I've actually really, truly been wanting to come home and the fam, my brother's been dealing with some fucking shit and Granny's staying with us. And I think maybe it's time for me to be here.
Ah, Billy, how is your painting going?
Pretty good. Just trying to stay creative.
Winnipeg needs you.
It's got me now, baby.
Fuck yeah, finally my homie is back.
I'm sorry, I've been out of touch.
Stop it. I get it. How does it feel?
So good. I've been running into everyone since I've been back.
Any big changes?
Too early to say. Everything kind of seems like nothing changed. Just more people have babies and everyone's got different booze.
Loads of babies.
I just ran into Richie.
I got some shrooms from him last Halloween.
Oh,
Other than that, I haven't talked to him literally since your going away party.
Shit, eh?
I see him around though and do the thing.
I needed to get out of the house tonight, Didn't realize there'd be a big party here tonight. So friggin' glad to run into you.
Hell yeah! Are you heading out?
I got some biz tomorrow.
Speaking of biz, I've been organizing with some folks. And there's a rally coming up. Would you be down to design a poster for it?
No way.
Yeah, if you're not busy, it would be awesome to have your art.
When's the rally?
A couple weeks, we're doing a march. Peaceful action against the hydro dam impacts on communities up north. There's a bunch, Split Lake and...
Yo, that's where my dad's from.
Whoa, now you gotta come through.
What's happening up there?
Not totally sure about all the deets, but I'll send them to you when I get home.
Sudden switch out of club to black. Wind. Kenny lights a cigarette as best they can. They try standing and sheltering the cigarette a couple ways before it finally lights. Lights glow in. Walking home alone from the bar.
This is what I'm talking about, baby. Give me that wind.
Kenny floats with the cigarette smoke. The air is frigid, icy, and piercing, but to Kenny it feels like a sweet kiss.
This is the exact weather the first time I drank. 14, a 2.6 of vanilla vodka.
Richard, 15, appears with a 2.6 of vanilla Smirnoff.
A Mickey of Bacardi rum.
Stella, 14, dances in the snow.
A 145 pounds of flesh, blood, and teenage spirit. A growing spirit in a tiny cage. But that night felt a lot like this.
Stella and Richard dance, drink.
I'm not talking about the weather exactly. I'm talking about the feel. It can be cold, and cold is just cold. But sometimes I time travel with the senses, and right now, it feels the same.
They carry Kenny home.
Like I'm 14 in the frigid air and the smell of frost and stolen Canadian classics, my dad's cig of choice. And my thoughts, if I could just be a bit older. If I could only be more independent. If I could be free. Am I weird? Is this all weird to you?
Hey, girl.
Stella and Richard disappear with the smoke. Kenny has arrived at her old family home and trips on a patch of slippery ice.
Oh, shit.
Kenny catches themselves.
Hey, Dad, holy, did you see that?
Boy, you pulled a close one. Boy, is it ever frosty. Better watch it on that ice. Come on, get inside.
Switch. Lights fade as Kenny slips into bed. 2. Family. Hard switch on. We are inside the family home, still in Kenny's old room. There is a loud sound out the door.
Where is that girl?
She's been in there all day.
What do you mean? It's 3 in the frickin'...
Peggy swings open the door. Kenny's eyes open.
Hi. Kenaroo.
Kenny doesn't move.
Kenny. It's alive!
Kenny slowly wakes up.
It stinks.
Hi, Mom.
You look like shit.
Thanks.
Were you out late last night?
No. How was your trip?
I'd rather slit my throat than talk about that.
Lord.
I don't even want to think about it. There's nothing to do up there. All the nurses are crazy. Absolutely fucking nuts, Kenny. I mean, I could go on, but I won't. We were working like 14-hour days at one point, so even your auntie was really starting to get on my nerves. There were a couple times I thought I might strangle her, actually.
What? Why?
Well, you know how Lee is. She's the top dog, and she just got this new job, and do you think anyone is listening to her? No! Those damn doctors? No! Her organization skills leave something to be desired, but I don't know if I can go back there. That place makes me homicidal. It's bad. Can't even talk about it. I don't even want to tell you the RCMP up there. My
Yeesh.
God, that was the main reason the whole place is absolutely fucked. Racist as ever, I swear to God. Kenny, I swear to God, there's this one fella. He's gonna kill someone one of these days. I know it. He is dangerous. And I thought that res makes me homicidal, but the RCMP are the real homicidal maniacs. They do not respect any of the nurses, any of the patient rights. I don't even want to get into it, but you would not believe it.
True.
Can't believe the amount I'm making up there, though. They must be really desperate right now. Jeez. Enough about me. Where's your job search at?
Can we not right now?
I'm serious about what I said, Kenny. You have a month.
I know.
I'm just saying, girlfriend. The last thing I need in my life is two grown-ass adults in this house not working. Obviously, your brother, that's another story. And when he's all healed, you can bet your ass I'll be having the same conversation with him. Okay? I think a month is fair to find a job.
Why is being alive so traumatic?
That's the way the good Lord made it.
Oh my God, stop.
I'm just joking around. What? I can't joke? Blech.
Mom!
Is there something sour in here? Blech. Besides you, of course.
Peggy examines the room.
Got much artsy-fartsy stuff done while I was gone? How's that going?
Awesome.
Maybe you could talk to your auntie about if she has a job for you.
I ran into Stella last night.
How is Stella?
She's good. Busy. You know her, finishing her degree and all that. Just happenstance to run into her.
Well, that's great. Stella was always such a good kid. I hope she's still that way.
She is.
Not for long hanging around you, huh? Huh?
Peggy teases, pokes, and tickles Kenny.
Oh my God. Mom, stop.
Things are going to get better, honey. Arthur, boil some water for coffee.
Is that girl up?
I'm up.
Can you bring me some too? I gotta go to the washroom.
Would you get up and help your brother?
Okay.
Come on, help your poor crippled brother out.
Mom, you can't.
What?
Say
I need
that.
all hands on deck here.
That's not. Whatever. These hands have been on deck while you were away.
If you think I'm coming back after working overtime for 3 weeks straight in that little isolated community getting bitched at by your auntie just to get bitched at by your sorry
All right.
ass, you've got another thing coming for
I
you.
need to piss.
Billy!
Coming!
Switch into Billy's room.
Hurry up.
Kenny enters.
Jeez. Where were you last night?
Out.
Can you just come the first time I call? I'm nearly pissing my pants.
As an old man once told me, no such thing as nearly pissing your pants. You either do or you don't.
Couple dribbles then.
Hi, come on.
Kenny wraps their arms around their brother and helps lift him out of bed and help him to his walker.
Fuck's sakes, you could have warned me your whole ass is out.
I can't wear fucking gitch right now.
Oh, be careful then.
Don't look then.
Irv.
Just come on. Come on, help me out here.
They struggle to get Billy into his walker.
You got it?
Kenny grabs a blanket and covers his ass sticking out as he shuffles his way to the bathroom using the walker. He is careful not to put any pressure on his hip. Billy goes to the washroom.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Kenny assists Billy to his walker.
You're good. You're good.
They begin shuffling their way back to Billy's room.
Can you make me some food?
What do you want?
Toast and eggs.
Butter?
Yeah.
Jam?
As long as it's not the lumpy stuff.
Okay.
And my pills.
Where are they?
I don't know, ask Mum.
Okay.
Kenny goes downstairs. Auntie Lee and Arthur are sitting around the table.
Kenny, my girl, come here.
Auntie!
They hug.
Other one for food?
Toast and eggs with butter and jam, not the lumpy jam.
Arthur jigs off.
When did you get back to Winnipeg?
Last week.
Oh, yeah. Boy, are you ever skinny.
Thanks.
How is Billy the kid up there, eh?
Better. Better for sure.
That's good. That's good.
Honestly, he seems more lucid on the drugs than ever before. Like, dang, I never heard that guy talk so much before in all his life. Chatty Cathy up there.
Hey, you want anything?
Okay, Kwan?
Chisa.
No, just some water. Been so long.
I know.
Boy, every time you came to visit, how come you never see me?
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh,
But on the bright side, you always know where to find me.
So are you staying?
I think so.
What happened to your boyfriend?
We broke up. That's not why I'm moving, though.
Oh, it'll work out.
I definitely gotta get my own place ASAP, though. One day at a time.
That's right, my girl. Next time I go to ceremony, you're gonna come with me.
Ceremony?
Have you ever been to a sweat before?
No, I haven't.
That's really good. Where's your granny?
Arthur enters with drinks.
Diana. Thompson.
Oh, hi. Moose Lake, 3 weeks. Split Lake.
15 years.
She's 80.
Peggy.
What about me? My mom left Thompson without her meds. Again? Where's she now?
Gloria's dropping her off.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I just got home from taking care of sick little old Cree ladies.
Okay, it's okay. I'll take care of it.
She loves being here with you, Peggy. Yeah, I'm her best friend. She's not a fan of me. She's a fan of the Peggy Salon. #1 customer. She's never been so primped and pampered than when she comes here. Hair done, nails done, everything did, right, Kenny? When's she coming in?
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
I'm not worried.
I'll take care of her.
Just asking. This evening. Kenny, are you getting your brother's food or what?
Shit, fuck, my bad.
Kenny escapes to the kitchen.
Well, first things first. Lee, you have got to tell her that pharmacy is going to stop giving her emergency refills if she doesn't smarten up a bit. I know, I told her over and over, I don't know how many times. What a lil diva. Why doesn't she stay with your sister? Doesn't she want to be around the kids? There's Kenny and Billy. Are you kidding? One kid is bedridden and the other is never home.
I'll be around.
Oh, yeah. You can stay here and take care of Mom and Peggy. You can come up north again with me. Oh, I see how it is. Let me recover first before you try bringing me back to that hellhole with you.
Well, then you just go ahead and go. Make some money. Sugar mama, sugar mama, sugar mama.
Arthur tickles Peggy.
Out of here, you freak. Anyhow, Arthur, kiosk.
I'd well have my job up there to damn myself if it went for the boy upstairs.
We got some momentum with the report that came out.
15 years ago, I signed that deal.
Deal. More like bribe. Hydro thinking they'll sell our land back to us, wrap it up in policies, and think we won't notice.
I'm looking after Mum.
Hard switch. Billy's room.
Can you also bring me my phone?
Kenny sets out the food for Billy.
How are you?
Oh, fuck.
Here.
Damn it. I can't even move to the side a little. Like, fuck.
Kenny hands the phone to Billy and hangs out at the edge of his bed.
You'll feel better after you take these.
Billy pops the pills and thirstily downs some water.
Hey, so can I borrow your truck?
When will you bring it back?
Late?
Whatever, just bring it back tonight.
Switch. Time passes. Kenny and Richard start to set up the basement, and it starts looking pretty good. Eventually, Stella and Richard reconnect. The three feel like old times, including the toxic dynamic between Stella and Richard. Some things don't change. Kenny runs into an old crush, Ellis. Kenny learns about hydro impacting their community and tries to create a poster for Stella's upcoming rally. 5. Mr. Sandman. Kenny is sinking into their bed, sinking into a void.
You used to be so comfortable. Fucking bed.
The bed pokes Kenny in the ribs.
My fucking back, man. Dude. Man.
The bed pokes.
Bro.
Take the hint, sweaty. Mwah.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means it's 2 p.m.
Kenny rolls over.
So?
So, don't you have, like, somewhere to go?
No.
You're so fucking lazy. Are you sure?
Oh, fuck, Stella.
Kenny emerges out of bed for a second.
No, stay. You didn't want to leave. Now you stay.
You do feel awfully soft again.
Just tell her you're not feeling well. Tell her the truth, Kenny.
I'm not feeling that not well.
I've got your phone.
Give me that.
I've got your sketchbook.
Hey.
All work, no play. All play, no work.
Kenny reaches out. The bed holds them tighter and tighter. 4. Kenny and Ellis. Ellis and Kenny at the Yellow Dog Tavern.
Nah, I haven't been back up there in years. I want to go back soon, actually. I need to go back.
That's what every Indian guy says when he's getting into trouble.
As if.
I gotta go back to the res for a bit. Runs away, never comes back.
It's not running away.
What is it then?
Being on the land. It's healing. That's even when I worked in Kisk.
Fucking clearing trees for hydro is healing?
I mean, I was fucking, yes, burning down loads of trees, clearing the land. Man, working for that like that for hours like that, just sweat. Being out on the land, sweating so fucking hard is healing.
Seriously?
It's not me, it's someone else. Money is good.
There are other ways to make money up there.
Not like that. Not legally. You never lived up there, Kenny.
I get it.
Yeah, you know the stories and all, but you lived in the Peg for your life. You ever been up there?
To Split Lake, yeah.
When?
Not since I was like 8 or 9. I want to go back.
Suddenly, Kenny is 13.
You're not going up there.
But Billy gets to go.
Why do you want to go there anyways?
I don't know. I just do.
Besides, you don't know how long they will be up there.
I want to go up to the trap line.
You're starting junior high in September.
Why does Billy get to go then?
It's different with him, you know that.
Why? Just because he's bullied? Boo-hoo-hoo.
Be sensitive, Kenny.
You be sensitive. I want to go to the trap line. I want to go to the res.
I don't want you running around there all summer doing God knows what.
Oh my God, I can take care of myself.
Billy is younger than you. He will be with kids. You're too old.
I'm 13.
I don't want you to get assaulted up there.
Wow.
Or do drugs.
Oh my God.
You think it's a nice
Mom,
place? It's not. It's rough
wow.
up there.
But what about the trap line?
Maybe when you're older.
This isn't fair. I don't get to go to Split or the trap line or see Dad anymore or anything.
You see him every month.
Every other month. That's nothing.
You have a dad. Jesus, Kenny, be grateful. I'm not doing this to punish you. I'm doing this to protect you.
Come on, Mom, please.
Quick switch. Kenny is still 13. Kenny has cooled down a bit.
No.
Your mom is right. It's too rough up there. You gotta do school.
No, I don't. You and Mom make no sense, ever. Why do I have to do school and Billy doesn't? Huh? Well?
The school thing isn't... It's not how... Billy's best place to learn. He'll learn more in the bush, the things young men should get to know. He's younger, too. School isn't as important. You're good at school, my girl. You're really smart. You could do anything. You could be a lawyer or a doctor. Listen to your mom. Grass is too rough for you to be around right now, and it'll just be us men in the trap line anyways. You don't want to be there.
But Dad!
That's enough.
Back to Ellis and Kenny at the bar. Time passes and Ellis joins the basement crew. Ellis and Richard have a shared past connected to Richard's late brother. Episode 1 Epilogue. Fish swims through the lake, covered in tumors and welts and sludge.
No, I don't think it'll ever go back. Just stinks a little. You see this? We all have them now. The swollen parts. What do you call them? Tumors. I don't know if I'm safe to eat. I've been thrown back in 5 times now. Holy! What am I, ugly or what? No one, huh? Typical Canadians. Just say what you mean. Now, am I ugly or what? Ugly or not, this water is killing me, man. You know the feeling? How you humans call it constipation? That's the lake. It's all filled with shit and none of it's coming out. It's piling up and we're swimming in it.
Lights out. Billy's walker slides out to greet him, and the lake disappears. He struggles to walk. He gets stronger. Kenny creates. Billy pushes away the walker. The end. For now.